this right here, this is the whole motto of the whole barn thing, the cult, as you will. Smith Park.
All right, guys, can we go down the line here, starting this fine gentleman, and introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm John Bon Jovi. I play for Slaughter Camp on guitar.
I'm John, not Bon Jovi, and I play the drums for Slaughter Camp.
Slaughter Camp, I think.
Yeah, this guy knows.
Ben. What's your name?
I'm Rumsky Bergen, aka Ben. I play guitar for Slaughter Camp.
Cam Jensen, 3rd grade detective.
My name is Austin Morgan, and I'm in Slaughter Camp too.
Graham, I play bass.
How did you guys form? Like, how did you guys meet up? Were you in high school together?
Well, basically, back whenever I was like a sophomore in high school, I was walking down the hallway and I saw some sign on some kid's locker about how they were looking for a drummer for their band. And so I was like, okay, so I'll just act like I'm going to be their drummer and then be the vocalist later on. And so that's what I did. And then all of the original members quit the band, and now we have these fine gentlemen.
Replaced by this bunch of crazy people.
Graham, how did we meet? Because you're the old besides myself.
I was, maybe 13 years old at the time, like scared-ass freshman kid walking through high school. Walking down the hall because I was late for class and I didn't know, where to go or what to do or even where I was. And this kind of scary-looking kid, about as tall as I was at the time, looked at me and he's like, "Sweet shirt," and I was wearing my Misfits. It just had the Fiend skull on it, and I just kind of gotten into some of the, edgier music,
Edgy.
Edgy.
What it's all about here at Slaughter Camp, man.
Sad Boys
The more
2K16.
punk influences and stuff like that, and it blew my mind that somebody else, at the high school that I was going to knew who the Misfits were.
Yeah,
and we had just like,
because in Morton it was like me, him, and one other person, and that's about as far as the punk and metal scene went in Morton school.
And we had, and that was it. That was all I knew of Austin, because it turns out that kid was Austin.
Yeah.
And then a mutual friend of ours had just kind of hooked us up, and we had, it became kind of history from there, because Austin was doing his thing with not being the drummer for the other band, and well, it's still the same band. And they had an opening, and he says, "I heard your birthday's coming up, you should get a bass guitar." And I played my first show, like, having only touched one for like 2 weeks.
And now you're like one of the best bassists I know.
It's
Them good old days.
beating the shit out of a wooden slab with 4 strings until it makes the sounds that you want. Me and Austin me and Troy go farther back than
Fuck you guys.
either
I hate
of
both
them.
of you.
Troy and I used to go to
Troy's my brother.
Pass me that shit.
Yeah.
And
So I knew Graham through elementary school.
We used to play like the town football league together.
Oh yeah. And then Austin, whenever he came to Morton, he moved in like around the block in 3rd or 4th grade, but he went to the Christian private school, but we just started hanging out. In Austin, we'd always kind of wanted to do band stuff when we were really young, and then he actually started doing it.
I actually started playing an instrument,
and
then I quit and became a vocalist because I was too lazy. How long ago did you join the band, though?
Well, I was an original sampler, pressing buttons, but after a while, and just with the current lineup, the band, there was some internal stuff, and I was dealing with my own personal medical issues, went separate ways, but then,
But now you're back?
Yeah, with the switch in the new lineup, I came back.
Oh, yeah. Ben's some kid I found on the street. I don't even know his last name.
I was living behind a dumpster out back behind Outback Steakhouse, and I was just fucking. I had my Glock, right, and I would just fuck people over. Now I just come
Now
back.
you've changed your ways. You've
I've
converted.
changed. I've converted.
I've shown you the error of your ways, and you will be saved in the eyes of God.
saved. I am
And
saved.
really good
I go to church every day.
Every
I am a devout
day.
person, a devout Christian. I don't know. Basically, I moved here from California, and I was stuck. Well, I found the Brass Rail, and I started going to shows there, and checking out a lot of the local bands and stuff. And I found Slaughter Camp, and then before I knew it, they were looking for a guitarist. I was like, oh, I'll jump on that. You know, I didn't have anything better I was doing at the time. You know, basically just drinking, doing drugs, and
Playing in a
laying
band.
in bed. He uses mantras to summon noises, and they're melodic.
Summon noises.
It's just like I vibe off the little chords with my fingers and
I
the
like
little
that.
electricity, and it makes sounds.
I just
use the whammy bar to make random like noises and stuff. So.
A couple months after Jake had came, Slaughter Camp was, well, this was before Ben also. He's the newest one, as I said, but
I'm the new guy.
Slaughter Camp was coming together, except they still were missing that one key thing that they could have just done with a computer. They didn't really
It's
do
not
that.
the same. It's not the same.
It's
And
not
this
the
is a
same.
message from directly from Slaughter Camp. Fuck using drum machines live, because nothing beats
I am
the
a drum
feeling of a
machine.
live drum set whenever you're fucking seeing a show.
But
Not
I
a
had,
live drummer.
I
John's
had-
got the greatest energy.
I had just gotten
John the
a
Baptist.
decent, like actual, almost complete drum set. There was a bunch of hi-hat cymbals and 1970 tom shells, but my friends just gave me. I practiced it every day for a couple of months. Posted a status on the old Book of Faces saying, let me like drum and do rock star stuff in the band. The one vision I've thought of when I was posting that status was I just want to do a big fat rail of coke off my snare drum and start rocking out with these guys. But old Austin here was like, hey, I've needed a drummer for months now, and you want to drum in a band, so
we haven't done the
Paul-
cocaine thing yet, but
Paul-
we're working on it.
Yeah, well, actually, first rehearsal we had out here when I came out here, I was about on the verge of having a heart attack because I decided to mix lines of coke and Adderall. But I figured, what other way to start your drum career? And so about I think it was August, the end of August of last year, came out here and kind of found a place in the band.
Then we started recording, playing shows.
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys have a very unique sound and image. I see that you guys take a lot of inspiration from like Charles Manson, things like that. What piqued your interest in those kind of things?
Well, I'd say that probably started with me because I've been doing the art for the band since it began, and I started with like just random pictures of political leaders, just for the fuck of it, just to see what kind of reaction I could get. Nixon was the first one. Richard Nixon. I thought he's a real nice sleazy representative of the band, but but then I started, I was into horror movies and horror, and like serial killer documentaries and stuff,
Yeah.
and I came across old Charlie Manson. He's like the perfect representative, so to speak, in the way that while he was not necessarily, tried for murder, he didn't, he's basically guilty or not guilty of murder, but he's still in jail for the rest of his life. So it's kind of just like, it doesn't really matter what you do or who you are. If society says you're something, you're going to be that thing that they say you are.
Socioeconomic effect.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah.
Jail because they won't.
And I feel like that kind of applies to all of us in the band in a way.
Everybody.
Being a sort of an outcast in a place where there's not a whole lot of strange people. It's kind of like people just apply things to you based on what they see and not what they actually know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always liked Charlie's whole philosophy. That always appealed really well to me. Like, I got a motorcycle and 10 or 15 girls. What do I need money for? I got all the money in the world. Okay. Rolls in the nickels.
Rolling in the nickels, Charlie Manson. So yeah, that's basically it. He just stuck, and And will he be the face of Slaughter Camp Forever? Who knows? We will find out in the future, I guess.
So on your Facebook page, you guys describe yourself as a cult, with Austin here being the cult leader. Why do you call it? Are you actually a cult?
Okay. It kind of goes along with the thing before. I'm just like, been into the whole cult thing. I find it really interesting. I like the way that cults really show the way that people can so wholeheartedly believe things that are obviously false, and be so deeply enthralled in it that they kill themselves over it. Suicide cults like the Heaven's Gate. I use images from their leader, and it's just it's just imagery. It's just the whole theme is just kind of like the blind following, the blind judging, and I feel like the cult, acting as a cult, sort of helps convey that.
Basically, our image is like it's a big summary of the cesspool of society. Basically, like people.
Basically, yeah.
We've all
Yeah,
seen
that's for the garbage that is mainstream media is also
a culmination of the noise created by society's outrage.
There you go.
pretty much.
Fucking Ben's poet.
All right, so I thought it would be a great idea to have a look around the camp and find some interesting pizzas, and you can tell us some cool stories about them.
We could probably do that.
All right, let's go.